Welcome to Handy Tips. Today we're going to talk about the camera nest box windows. These are these little tiny plastic windows you often see in nest boxes today. The idea behind them is they're simply fitted to the sides of the box, or some of them have the front, and they allow a little bit of light into the box without disturbing the birds. The principle behind that is most camera nest boxes today allow or film colour during the day and infrared at night, which is sort of black and white. And in order to enable the camera to do this, it's got a tiny light sensor called an LDR, which then switches the infrared lights on when the light levels get to about 1 lux, which is sort of twilight. So the idea behind that, if it switches rather than having the LEDs on all the time, and being infrared, it is a higher frequency of light, that if they were left on all the time, the image would be greyed out, and you wouldn't get as much quality or colour as colour rich as possible. So the little LDR switches the infrared LEDs on and off, but in order to allow that to happen, if you place that camera inside the bird box, it will be too dark and the infrared LEDs will be on all the time. So you basically have little windows fitted, and that allows a little bit of natural light without disturbing the birds, which allows the camera to switch over. So we invented these things, these windows, many years ago, and we tested them. We did extensive trials for various materials, plastics, and more importantly, if they're suitable or would disturb birds. And what we found is there was no effect, or they had little effect on nesting birds, which was the most important thing. And we also researched many papers and looked at a lot of research to find out if there was any information on this. And over the 10 years we've sold many hundreds of thousands, and they've had very little or no effect, because birds naturally nest in many places with and without light. Obviously nocturnal birds like owls, it's a different matter. It's best to keep it as dark as possible without disturbing them. The windows themselves are made out of composite plastic. They're a specific compound, and as you as you can see, the plastic itself is slightly frosted. That's to allow sort of a little bit of cloudiness, so it's not too, doesn't disturb the birds. Also slightly prismatic. It's got a mottled effect on there, which basically has an effect of bouncing the light rather than having a direct light, and also dispersing any patterns if anything were to fly by, so it wouldn't disturb the birds. The windows themselves, our windows, are they've got a little lip on them. We've got an inner recess which is about 50mm, and simply you can put a bead of glue around that lip, and all you do is I'll show you here, here. You take that, you put a bead of glue around there, and you glue it straight into, and push it straight into the hole of the nest box. Well, we can supply windows on their own. We also supply, and you get a pair of them, so you could put one on either side of the box. We also supply a cutter as well as glue, all incorporated into a kit. So the top tips today is, in order to get good quality images, you can use windows for your camera nest boxes. Try not to use clear plastic or sort of very opaque plastic. I mean, these ones are specially designed for the case. And make sure you glue them in very securely, because you will get corvids or woodpeckers who'll try and take the windows out It's quite rare, but it can happen. So yeah, that's the camera and S-Box windows, and hope you like the video. If you like to have a check them out on our website. Also, please like our video and also subscribe to our YouTube channel below. Thanks for watching. Cheers.